Émile Coué was a French psychologist who used the power of positive affirmations to heal his patients of numerous diseases. He created a program to be repeated a number of times during the day to turn the mind and the emotions into a positive direction to create a healing vibration and energy for the body. The mother expands upon the implications of Coué's work by adding that it not only works on the body, but also on the mental, emotional, and vital process. The underlying principle is to tune the mind and the feelings toward a vibration of health, wellness, wholeness, and uplifting energies, rather than letting them languish in a state of negativity or passivity. The mother observes, quote, Coué was a doctor. He used to treat by psychological treatment, autosuggestion, and he called this the true working of the imagination. And what he defined as imagination was faith. And so he treated all his patients in this way. They had to make a kind of imaginative formation which consisted in thinking themselves cured, or in any case, on the way to being cured, and in repeating this formation to themselves with sufficient persistence for it to have its effect. He had very remarkable results. He cured lots of people. Only he failed also, and perhaps these were not very lasting cures. I don't know this, but in any case, this made many people reflect on something that's quite true and of capital importance, that the mind is a formative instrument, and that if one knows how to use it in the right way, one gets a good result. He observed, and I think it's true, my observation agrees with his, that people spend their time thinking wrongly. Their mental activity is almost always half pessimistic and even half destructive. They are all the time thinking of and foreseeing bad things which may happen, troublesome consequences of what they've done, and they construct all kinds of catastrophes with an exuberant imagination which, if it were utilized in the other way, would naturally have opposite and more satisfying results. If you observe yourself, how to put it, if you catch yourself thinking all of a sudden, spontaneously, unexpectedly, you will notice that 9 times out of 10 you are thinking something troublesome. It is very rarely that you are thinking about harmonious, beautiful, constructive, happy things full of hope, light, and joy. You will see, try the experiment. Suddenly stop and look at yourself thinking, just like that. Put a screen in front of your thought and look at yourself thinking offhand. You will see this at least 9 times out of 10, and perhaps more. It is very rarely that one has in the whole day suddenly a dazzling thought about what is going to happen, or the state one is in, or the things one wants to do, or the course of his life, or world circumstances. It depends, you see, on your preoccupation. Well, you see, it is almost always foreseeing a bigger or smaller, more or less vast catastrophe. Say you have the slightest thing that is not getting on quite well. If you think of your body, it is always that something unpleasant is going to happen to it. Because when everything goes well, you don't think about it. You will notice this, that you act, you do all that you have to do without having a single thought about your body. And when all of a sudden you wonder whether there isn't anything that's going wrong, whether there is some easiness or a difficulty, something, then you begin to think of your body and you think about it with anxiety and begin to make your disastrous constructions. Whereas Coué recommended, it was in this way that he cured his patients. He was a doctor. He told them, you are going to repeat to yourself, I am being cured. Gradually, I am getting cured. And again, you see, I am strong. I am quite healthy. And I can do this. I can do that. End quote. Reference Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, Living Within, the Yoga Approach to Psychological Health and Growth, Disturbances of the Body and Physical Consciousness, Faith and Suggestion, pages 94 to 98.